Here comes the bride, all in denial. Just kidding. Congratulations are in order for Jennifer Williams. I told y'all, listen, I'm that friend. If you like it, I love it, baby. I love it. And Jennifer Williams has tied the knot to Christian Gold in a Parisian ceremony. And I am sure she is living life right now and loving on her man. Okay. So listen, Sky Scott, we back in the building with a little bit of, a little bit of juice for the day. You know what I'm saying? It's Sunday, you know what I mean? So we're gonna give y'all a little bit of tea. Um, this is wild, right? We got to talk about a lot of things. So first things first. So I was, a lot of times when I'm preparing for a story, I, do a Google search and I just try to see what the headlines read. And the headlines are filled with the shade. Okay. So, of course, you see the first one. It says Basketball Wives star Jennifer Williams marries Christian Gold in Paris video. Then it says from Gossip, ex-con, congratulations. Get it? Con, congratulations, ex-con. Okay. The pun of it all. Jennifer Williams and Christian Gold jumped the broom in Paris despite his jail sentence for violating probation. Rolling Out reads, Jennifer Williams marries prisoner who must return to jail. Video. Essence. Jennifer Williams' fiance Christian Gold arrested and sentenced ahead of Paris wedding. With headlines like these, it is no wonder that Evelyn Lozada is calling out this wedding in a potentially subliminal way. Okay. So Evelyn posts some messages on her story yesterday, which have since been deleted because I had to go through just about the entire cast to see who actually was at the wedding outside of Carlos King that I know. Right, because I'm not in the know of Jennifer's exclusive friend circle, but we did see Carlos King on live. He was talking about the wedding. He was excited about it, so we know he's there. We've seen the photos, right? So I was searching to see also if the Basketball Wives cast was there. I mean, specifically Evelyn after this post. But again, this post it's either expired or deleted, right? But it won't too late to make the headlines, okay? So here's what it reads. When Jesus says nobody can say no. It don't say that. Anyway, it says when God gives you warning signs, it's not to hurt you, but to protect you from greater pain. And then it's with the praying hands emoji, the heart emoji, and the heart with the hands emoji. Let me say this to you, okay? Now, regardless of whether or not this is the first thing, and we're going to tackle a lot of things that have to do with these posts. But if you're my friend, I would expect for you to, chastise me in private, right? And I do understand that she didn't at anybody on this, but the significance of the timing is source for speculation for me, and I think for most people, right? Anybody with two eyes, a brain, ears, a sense of smell, I mean, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it does not take my entire Law and Order SVU law degree to figure out that she's probably talking about Jennifer, right? Now, it's interesting to me, again, that as my friend, especially given that y'all just sort of, y'all back cool, but it took y'all umpteen years. And the fact of the matter is this. The first time y'all fell out, or at least that we saw on national television, was because Jennifer was trying to warn you about getting into a marriage with Chad Ochocinco, and then we saw how that turned out. Okay. Now you dragged her to the pits of HE double hockey sticks. Now, granted, she was asked about it publicly, and she spoke about it directly to, on the TV, on the radio, or something like that. She did an interview, back in those days. We got to go back and watch those episodes to really break it all down. But these types of warnings were the reason why, Evelyn, you fell out with Jennifer in the first place. So it would seem to me now, either you hating from the sidelines, okay? You warning from the sidelines. I say sidelines because it's clear that you won't dare. Or you are sending a subliminal message via social media that you know is going to be picked up by the blogs, which probably leads into A, story for next season of Basketball Wives, and B, the potential disruption of the friendship that you guys were rekindling. Again, it's got to be a point or a situation in which you say, unless you was disinvited from the wedding and you just upset about it, right? And granted, I understand. We're not going to act like there have not been red flags leading up to this. Again, if Jennifer likes it, I love it. But when we look at the headlines and when we look at the situation surrounding the relationship, yes. And back last year when Vanessa Ryder pulled out all of this information, everybody on the show went ham on her for digging into it. But now that you are private eye, now that you got your law and order SVU degree, you now all of a sudden speaking the word of the God, okay? The word of gospel on this good Sunday morning. Okay? But Jen said when Jesus said yes, nobody else can say no. So she got married anyway. Evelyn then says, when you turn a deaf ear to God's warnings, you might find yourself walking into the very danger. Watch yourself. He was trying to save you from. Now, again, I then go to, Evelyn's, if you go to her Instagram, I'm going to pull it up. Lazada, I mean, it's public, right? So we go to her Instagrams, and then we clicks on the stories, we will see, okay, let's go back. All right, so she's reviewing SG by Evelyn, samples, okay? She's preaching about Khalees and her bounty and full brand. She's trying to get somebody to adopt a dog. Okay, adopt a dog. She's out to dinner. Now, I don't think this is in the Paris. Wake up grateful every day, covered in favor. Oh, yes, doused in grace. Okay, you are. But she ain't being doused in champagne in Paris. Okay, so I'm asking myself, well, who else was there, right? Who else? That's a valid question. But when we take these over to our good friends over at Reality Chat, make sure you guys are following Reality Chat, one of my faves. Okay. We've got a little bit of footage of the wedding, the pre-wedding Oh, wait, no, is this? I think this was the pre-wedding celebration. I think this is what Carlos was getting dressed for on IG because of the color scheme that you will see everybody kind of in this moment. So this was not the wedding gown or nothing like that. This seemed to be like maybe what do you call it? The party before the wedding night? Oh, the wedding? I forget. You would think I would know. But then, okay, you see here after, oh yes, feed them cake. Yes, make them eat cakes. This looks to be potentially the wedding gown after the wedding. You know, I mean, they look beautiful, don't they? They just look gorgeous, don't they? They just look gorgeous. Yeah, 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 yeah. But then again, and I gotta shout out my people at Reality Chat, baby, because then I had to wonder what was anybody else there, you know, from the cast. And when you start to think about it, you look and you see who else could have been there. All right. You think about, well, was Brooke there? You know, that's a good question. Like, let's ask that question. Was Brooke there at the wedding? And so when we go on the social media, yes, morning mantras. Okay. Oh, yes, for the Book Bailey Book Club. Make sure you guys are following that. Oh, what do we have here? Get Out. Now, again, shout out to my people over at the reality chat because it make you wonder. I mean, what is Brooke in the airport or is she down to the Beverly Hills? I don't know. I mean, but you would have to wonder what these castmates think about this and how is this going to play out in the next season of Basketball Wives with everybody in talk? Because I looked at Brandy's Instagram too, and I will post that, but she got a bunch of kids in her Instagram stories, so clearly she was being mom and doing the soccer mom type things. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna show all that on the YouTube over here, but you can head on over to Brandy's page and you can see she won't that either. I went to Jackie's page. Jackie posted what appeared to be something from a talk show of hers or whatever like that. I could see Brooke in the background. So I don't think that I looked at Giselle's page. Giselle ain't have nothing posted in her story, so I can't really tell. So I don't think that any of those castmates were there, which is very interesting. Okay. Very interesting. And I wonder if this comes up or if things come up about this during the rest of the season of Basketball Wives. That's going to be very interesting to see. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Congrats to the newlyweds. Yes, yes, yes. May you be prosperous in your marriage, and may God bless you on your journey. Okay. Now, with that being said, you guys have an amazing Sunday. Hit that subscribe button, join the community, hit that notification bell button, and smack that like button, flip it and rub it down. Like I said, y'all, trips coming up galore, baby. Thailand coming up. I got a excursion coming up. So it's lots of things going on with the squad. So make sure you guys keep it locked, keep it light, keep it tight, and I will catch you in the next video.